What's good, everybody? It's your girl, I am Amore, and I got my ace, Mason. This is New Era 410 podcast, y'all. But we got a special guest, y'all. Real special. We got Shamar, but I would love for him to introduce himself. So let's do this thing.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Shamar Rice, aka He Spook, aka Run with Shamar, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm a Baltimore club dancer and I'm a working actor, and let's do it.
Yes, I love it. Just your energy just spilling out, make me feel all fuzzy inside. I'm trying to tell you. But I must ask, all right, you said that you are a Baltimore club dancer, right?
Yeah.
So how did you start just club dancing? Like, what was your inspiration?
My oldest brother, Travis, I got introduced to club when I was 5 years old. So I don't, my whole family was a dance group. I was young. I could barely come downstairs, when they were practicing. So me just sneaking downstairs and just seeing what they were doing, practicing for shows and just training or just labbing, I would always go down there, but I would get in trouble and get sent back upstairs. But my brother would always, tell me to come down, so he was my inspiration with that. And I actually got introduced when I was 4 years old, but when I became 5, it was just like, because of, I aged up a little bit. I had got just a little more special treatment, you know what I'm saying? So I would always come around because my brother would allow me, my mother would always trip, because they were grown and I was that young and she didn't want me to get hurt. So after just sneaking downstairs, just for a couple of times, my brother actually was teaching me, and I didn't know what I was doing, but the people loved me, you know what I'm saying? So I had got introduced when I was 5, and when I turned 6, I ended up doing a show, with them. So like it gave me a little bit more leeway, and my mother was just very, happy with me actually like taking that leap, because at first she was scared, but by me performing, like my first performance, and I remember it was like a huge crowd. I think I did a Jita show. They like wowed out for me, you know what I'm saying, by me being that young, the youngest person in the family dance group. They wowed out. So like I love that, you know what I'm saying, at that young age, but I didn't know what it was. I was just showing them what I can do and what I was taught. So from there, I started doing other shows with them and being at more practices, and it just, made me feel amazing, you know what I'm saying? And then my brother, just his guidance and his support, it just like, it shaped me, you know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Man, big outs to big bro.
Yeah.
Right. Big outs to big bro. And I say that because so many times, because I'm the oldest of there's a lot of us. So, and it does get on your nerves sometimes with your younger siblings, but when you're able to like really be a big brother or big sister and guide them in the right way, that's a blessing, man. Like, big ups to big bro. I can't say it enough. And even big ups to you for not taking on your mother's fear. Because I think sometimes as children we take on our parents' fear. You know what I mean? But for you to be headstrong and be like, shoot, I'm gonna go touch. I don't know what my mother talk about. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That is definitely what's up. I applaud y'all. I applaud your family and I applaud you. That's just a beautiful sight.
Thank you.
How do you how do you feel about the Baltimore club scene right now, as far as when you first started and so right now? Like, how do you feel about it?
It needs work, I mean, everything does, you know what I'm saying? We all have our like ways that and things that we need to work on. Definitely something that's just different. It's just like the unity. I can see it, coming slowly, and it's pushing to, but that's one thing that I see that changed from like last year to now. Like I see unity is becoming a thing more, but I would love for it to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because like the unity will come, but then it'll leave, it'll dip, like when the momentum is gone. And that's one thing about the scene, like they need to keep the momentum, like they have to build off of that. Just as one single person gets momentum and they keep it, some people like lets it go away as well. You know what I'm saying? So the scene, I just think, it needs to keep the momentum and like utilize that, and yeah, that's pretty much that.
Okay, so one thing I definitely want to dive into We're going to do a segment that's called Get to Know You Better. This is one of our new things that we just did, just started doing like maybe 2 episodes ago. And it's really been like a big hit because it's giving people more insight of the type of person that you are outside of them just seeing you on social media. But before we get started on that segment, I do want to let you know that you are ending season 1 as far as New
Yes.
Era
Ah,
4.0.
Save the best for last.
The best for last.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this is our
honored,
last
man.
episode for season 1. Season 2 will start Sunday, and we couldn't have had it any better. You feel me? We was
Yeah.
happy to have you end our season on a positive note, and this is an accomplishment for us, and we want to share that with you.
Oh yeah, congratulations, y'all. Like, I'm excited. Like, I'm honored. Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
honored to have you come and be a
For
part too.
sure.
A lot of people
yeah.
don't take the time to be a part of podcasts when they're not blown up already. So
Facts.
that you hear while we in the building process, like we don't forget stuff like that.
Oh
For
yeah.
real. This is the ending to a new beginning. That's how
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
looking at
sure.
this.
You know, I wanna say something. One thing people don't know, and especially for creatives and artists out there, like podcasts or just getting interviews or articles is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people pay to get interviewed, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just getting a free interview and getting exposure, like just having more press attached to your name, like that's like a big deal. You know, that's how people can find you if you're not, especially if you're not big, you know what I'm saying? Like, they search your name, your article or your interview is gonna pop up. So like, y'all better take advantage and don't wait until y'all gotta pop off to do this. Feel me?
Look,
Right.
I've been telling people, don't be like Lucky and Poetic Justice talking about cousin. Don't be that way because we're not gonna be that little platform for long, bro.
Right.
I tell you, we cooking. We
Right.
cooking.
Fact.
Definitely. So Amor, are you ready to get this started as far as this segment, the Get to Know You Better segment? I can
am
start it off.
super ready. You started off.
We can start it off.
Shit.
So
Let's
what
go.
we do in our segment, Shamar, you feel me? We ask a bunch of different random questions. They're not going to be all like serious questions and things like that, but there'll be a plethora of different random questions that we'll ask, and me and Amor is going to go back and forth as far as the different questions. So the first question I want to ask you is, what are some secret skills that you have, or maybe one secret skill that most people might not know you have?
I don't think I have any secret skills, like, no lie. I don't. Maybe just writing like songs and raps. That's that, you know, but I don't.
I never knew that about you, bro. I never knew that.
Yeah, I don't display that, you know, because that's not my realm, you know. Like, I just play around whenever I feel like it. Like, I got a whole like studio equipment in here that I don't use, you know, but I've used it one time and I made a slight song, but I'm not going.
Not the slight song.
Yeah, it's all right to me.
That sounds like a secret skill to me, bro.
Cause you sure did keep it on hush hush.
Oh yeah, I did.
Hey, yo. So yeah, you said you write music though, right?
It's not every day. It's just when I feel like it.
So I'm gonna just throw this out there, man. You talking to artists right here, and I need a collaboration. I mean, come on, don't be holding on to the sauce. Don't be holding on to the sauce, man. You can't hold on to the sauce.
Even if you just can help write.
For real. Listen, you said out your mouth. Use the avenues.
Yeah.
And we right here on New Era Podcast Avenue.
I mean, I'm with it. You feel me? Like, I ain't great. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. Like, I'm all right.
Listen, nobody ever starts great. Everybody sucks when they first start. It's the persistence. You feel me? Practice makes progress.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with it. I mean, what's up?
I'm down. Hit me after the podcast, my guy.
I
Okay,
got
'cause
you. I
we gonna
got you.
get this done. We're gonna get this done.
Sure.
So back to the questions, because I really want to get to know who you are, right? Who would you say that you are? Not who anybody else expects you to be, but who would you say that you are?
The Baltimore club dancing actor. That's my brand, and I'm still developing that. Because before I got into acting, it was just dance. I had a surgery, I hurt myself, so I started getting more into like, okay, well, what can I do to utilize this time that I'm recovering on? So I found acting. So once I started getting into dance again and I got great with acting, I'm like, ooh, I want to mix my dancing with my acting. I want to mix my acting with my dancing. How can I do that? So when I did King of Baltimore last year, I had incorporated my acting skills and my dancing skills in my prelude. So after that, I just like thought about this idea called the Baltimore Club Dancing Actor. Like it makes sense. So yeah, that's who I am. That's who I am.
And
Nice.
shout out to, you feel me, one of your biggest supporters, you feel me? Shout out to my dog Daryl in the comments going crazy right now.
Going
Yeah.
Daryl is
truly
going
crazy.
crazy right now in the comments. Shout out to
Yes.
bro.
Yo said
Definitely
you won't call me lucky.
have you on the hush. Feel me? Like,
Oh my God.
definitely. Shout out to Daryl. Daryl was actually one of another talented person, you feel me, that we know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely talented. I watched him from when he first started to exceeding a bunch of expectations. So shout out Daryl, man. Shout out, bro.
Oh yeah, shout out to him.
I'm gonna get into another question. What is your favorite food?
Pizza.
What
Cheese
kind
pizza.
of pizza? Oh, okay, see.
Yeah. And I like the thin crust, okay? I don't need all of that extra, I'm sorry, like, yeah. For real.
Okay.
What's your favorite color?
Red.
Why red?
I don't know. It's vibrant to me. It's always stuck out to me. And anything red I see, I would just like love it. It don't matter if it's a car, it don't matter if it's a box. It just don't matter. I don't know. I just discovered it when I was in I think middle school. Maybe in the 6th grade, I discovered that, and it got real heavy in the 8th grade. And some other wild stuff, but like I'm not gonna mention that on here. So yeah.
You seem like you fiery.
Huh?
You got that fire. You seem like you fiery. Like you got that fiery personality, like that. Fire alarm red. Like, look, this
Yeah,
me. I'm out there, like, look, yeah.
Yeah, it's really my ambition, my drive, my determination, all of that, and just combine into one. Like I'm resilient too, so it's just red is just the way to go. Like I just can put red with all of those words I just described me as.
All right. So I want to know, name one of your favorite childhood memories.
Uh, that's hard.
It's hard, I know. That is hard. Everybody struggle with that one.
I think when it's kind of good, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. But I had this she wasn't my real aunt, but she had passed away, but it was a surreal moment because me and my brother got to sing at her funeral. And it hit different because if you watch Alvin and the Chipmunks, you know that Christmas time is here. Like she loved that song. Every time we would just go over her house and sing it to her or just around her. So we had built that big bond, so being as though like she passed away, like obviously it hit home for like me and my family, especially me and my brother, because of the bond we built with her. And we got asked to sing at her family. So at her funeral. So me and my brother discussed what we wanted to sing, and we got to do, Christmas time is here. So that was, my favorite childhood memory is just singing, like at her funeral, just seeing her one last time, because I know she was looking down at us, just seeing that moment. And especially because like that was her favorite song, for us to sing and we were around her.
Okay.
Nice.
More.
Yeah.
Dang.
I know.
Dang. See you touching my heart already. See what I'm saying? All right, so boom.
Save the tears.
I know. It's been an emotional couple of days, but nevertheless, what would you say is your ideal date?
really just walking, just walk. See, it's very opinionated with me because it's a lot, but I like a simple just walking and vibing and talking, you know what I'm saying? Especially like me coming up, being like poor and stuff, like I don't need money. You don't need money to have a date. You feel me? Like, like you could literally just go and sit in the park. You can do a picnic, whatever. Nothing that really costs too much money or just costs money at all. You feel me? Just vibing out. I don't care if I know what your personality is. Like, I want to get to know you more, even if I know you fully. You feel me? Like we can talk and just chill and vibe and just look at the sky, watch people walk past, like study the environment. Like that's my type of vibe for real.
Yeah, me too. I'm like that too. It don't take, as long as you got a good personality, you don't gotta, and like you said, when you growing up and we ain't have money and all this to do all this, you find a bunch of different things to do that you'll be happy with. So I agree.
What's your sign? Hold up, because I've been having to ask this.
I'm a big Sagittarius. You feel me?
Oh Lord. Jesus.
How you said it?
Yeah, big Sagittarius over here.
You November or December?
I'm December the 6th.
Oh, extra. Oh God.
Well, know nothing about the signs, y'all. So this y'all thing.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I'm gonna just say I was birthed by one, so I get it. I get it.
But the women and the men different though with the signs.
No, they ain't. No, let me tell you something. No, them Sagittarius, no, they not. Y'all one and the same. I ain't trying.
All right, that's one thing I can say. I mean, you have the emotional breakdowns. You just got the grudges that we hold. Just being like cocky, but it's not like that type of cocky. Like it's a cocky where you're confident. And it's a type of assertiveness that we have as well. But it's all coming from a place of love. You feel me? Like we confident.
It's a mixture bowl right there, all in one. Ain't no separation.
I feel you on that though. I see what you mean.
Okay, big Sagittarius energy.
Period.
All right, I got another question. Are you a pets person? And if so, what type of pets do you like or own?
Now I am, but back then I wasn't. I know people probably gonna hate me for this, yo, but I used to kill my animals, child. Like I really did. I just didn't like animals for some reason, or reptiles. But now, like I've had a pit bull. Like I love dogs, but I didn't have one in a while. But I love dogs. I hate cats. So for anybody, future, like I hate cats. Like I don't want to be around them. They're mean. They're cruel. Like they start stuff. Like I just feel like every time I'm around, they're gonna scratch me or jump on me. I'm not with it.
I'm feeling you, bro. I'm a dog person and I hate cats. Only way I would get a cat is if I'm living in the projects and I want to get rid of the mice. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay, for real.
They too sneaky, bro. They too sneaky.
I like cats a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna hate you because you like cats.
I like dogs too. I like animals, period. But nevertheless, I catch your drift. But I gotta ask you this question, right? What are your bad habits?
Time management, being being a procrastinator, and that's pretty much that. Like I find it hard to just manage everything that I do, like my schedule. Like when they get crazy, I just don't know how to go about it. So I'll be texting my manager, like, what do you want me to do? What can I do? But it's like, really, he can't tell me, like, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like but that's just how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person that don't know how to manage my time well. So like, I'm trying to focus on that and then focus on being more active, like, and stop procrastinating all the time because I'm heavy on that. Like I get lazy quick.
Yeah, that's one of my issues too, time management. So I can understand that one.
Yeah.
For real.
One thing I want to ask you, are you a spiritual person?
Yes, I am. I'm very, big on God. Oh, are you talking about God? I mean, like praying
I
and
mean,
stuff.
whatever realm of spirituality you okay with, just in general.
Yeah, I'm very big on God. I've been close to him, but when I went to LA, I actually like when I met this girl, her name Lauren. Her family is very big on God. And then like long story short, she got me into getting more closer to God. So when I got back home, like I literally was just praying nonstop, and that's a habit that I'm trying to get into more, is just praying more, because I know my God got me regardless if I pray or not. But it's just like I want to build that connection more with him for real. So yeah, I'm very spiritual now, and I manifest too.
Look, Amore felt that when you seen her face.
Because
He
it's
felt
like,
that one, bro.
words have power. I think people fail to realize like words have power. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
from when you're a little child to now, especially when you're a little child, because I feel like as a children are much more closer to the spiritual realm. Until the taintedness comes into play. But you know what I mean? I think that's why it's like you gotta be a childlike in a sense, you know what I'm saying, when it comes in regards to the spiritual, because you're like inquisitive, you want to know, you know what I mean? It's like you're just hungry to know more.
Oh
So
yeah.
I definitely did feel that, you know what I'm saying, because not just when you're going through, but even when things are going good too, you just gotta be like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this time. I'm gonna talk to God. I'm gonna just meditate on what it is that I really desire. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think people kind of forget, like, yo, like, of course you can pray all day long, but where's your work at? Where's your faith at? What you doing?
Right. Faith without works is dead. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
I hate when people, bro, I hate when people pray, but they don't put in the work. Like somebody could say, oh, I pray I just get a job, or I pray I just book this next gig, but you're not working towards it. Like, why are you praying for something and God don't even see you putting in the work? Like you have
Yo
to put it,
said,
like you have to
God
make
gonna just be like, here you go. You
It
know?
don't work like that. Like, come on. Like, I appreciate you for praying for me, but you got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? And God, and you have to be specific too when you pray. Oh, I want to book this TV show and such. Make sure, oh, I want to book this TV show at the end of January of next year of 2024. Make sure you put a date in it, because God is right here, right there in that universe, He's helping hella people. So you have to put a date and a time on it. You feel me? And then I like to write my stuff down now. You feel me? Like I'm very big on that. So yeah, like faith without works is dead, Joe. You gotta work for it, and then it'll come into fruition, when the time is right.
Facts.
I ain't gonna
Do
lie.
you use notepads? Like, do you use the sticky notes?
No, I write it on, like actual paper, like notebook
Okay.
paper. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yo,
Like I got
Don't judge me.
I
Don't
ain't
judge
gonna
me.
lie.
I got sticky notes around the house, bro. I'm sorry.
oh, I love that. I love that though.
I gotta say this, bro. Like, Daryl has me crying in the comments right now.
What's happening? I can't see what's
Yo,
happening.
Yo,
this
so Daryl
mm,
literally
mm,
said,
mm.
so I said, not kill the pets, LOL. And then I also said, we all killed a few pets in our lives. Daryl said, not me, mine's committed suicide, but it was a fish.
Oh, the fishes, they commit suicide. Come on, yo. But it's
Please
dirty
explain
water
this.
too.
I would love to hear this, bro. Y'all see, I got the fish in the background.
Bro, but no, it don't even be just so. Some people don't clean their fish water. It be that too, and then overfeeding them too. You feel me? Like, come on.
He said, I went to sleep. It jumped out the fish tank and it landed by the deep freezer.
Wait, hold on. I know what he talking about, yo. But I was not there. His fish was not just some small fish, yo. That was a fish where though it really could.
What, it was a goldfish?
That's why you gotta have a lid on there, man.
No, I don't know. I don't know fish's name. Like I don't know breeds, whatever. I'm not into all of that, but it wasn't a regular fish though. It wasn't.
Why did jumped out the fish? They said, I don't want to be here.
Oh, that is so funny. We gonna definitely keep you updated on the comments. You feel me? Like,
oh yeah,
we definitely gonna keep you updated. Yo, that had me crying. You know how hard it was to try not to laugh while y'all was talking, reading that, bro.
Oh man.
But
Hey, yo.
Amore, who asked the last question? You asked the last or me?
I don't even remember, but I do have a question if you don't have one. Because I mean, this is the want to get to know you segment.
Mhm.
Oh, hold up. Before that, he said it was an Oscar fish. Yeah, they are pretty big.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's the only I had one of them. That's the only breed I remember of a fish.
they get huge too.
Oh yeah,
Yo
for sure.
said that he had two of them. Hold up. So what happened to the other one, though? What happened to the other one?
The other one got depressed when he seen his man commit suicide.
He probably committed suicide because of that.
Yo
That was the
probably
one
was
that
asleep
committed
and woke
suicide.
up like, yo, where my man's at?
That's foul, yo.
Just imagine you being in a tank and you just see your man's laying on the floor.
Right. I was just about to say, just imagine if we were the fish, yo. Like, oh my God, like how would that be?
Yo, he said the other one jumped too. Sad.
Oh my God.
They planned the suicide.
I can't. I just can't.
What is going? What's in the water?
I guess he was following up. That's my best friend. I'm gonna do what my best friend do.
Yo said Simon says, "Oh my
Right.
Got me
God,
in tears, bro. Oh my goodness.
I ain't
Are
never
you
heard."
crying, yo?
Yo, that is hilarious.
Dying over there, yo. Chill.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I know you never had a pet after that because that would be traumatizing.
Oh yeah,
Oh
for
my
sure. I
goodness.
wouldn't want no animal, especially how I was.
All right, so let's get a little serious and let me ask you a question. What motivates you the most?
Mm.
My supporters, like my supporters and specific family. If it wasn't for my supporters, like I wouldn't even be, where I'm at now. My family, I wouldn't be where I'm at now if it wasn't for them, and that just hits, because I've always believed in myself, but you got those times, as an artist, when it's like, when is it gonna be my turn? You got those breakdown moments, you feel me? Talking to God, like, yo, I'm praying to you, I'm doing the work, what's up? You know, and I think like just having supporters you can go and lean on at those specific moments and family, it's just like you kind of find your way back to your purpose. And every time I do that, like I know I'm going in the right direction. You feel me? Like, especially if I'm going through this constantly over and over, because as an artist or creative, you go through these same blocks over and over. So my support is in my family.
Nice.
So,
Yo, it's crazy that I'm really sitting here like this because what you're saying is like it's just dead on. It's dead on to everything, you know what I'm saying? And us being like creators and artists and just trying to figure this stuff out. It does get frustrating, you know what I'm saying? It does get like those days where it's just like, yo, you know what the hell with this? I can't do this no more. I can't do this. But then it's like you got people that be like, yo, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, bro. Keep pushing. Cause just imagine how many people we let down if we put ourselves down.
For sure.
Mhm.
One thing I want to say is it's like, yeah, we tend to have these moments, but and people would look at us like, yo, like you was just right there. Like you was just on this, you did that. Okay. And like the list has to continue to grow. We don't just say, all right, I'm done after, like, no, like we have to keep building. But like a lot of people don't know what it takes for me as an actor, what I go through. I get a lot of no's, and I get a lot of rejection. And I don't want to say rejection, but like it's this quote, rejection is God's protection. Just because somebody said no right then and there don't mean that it's not going to be don't mean you're going to have that no later on down the line, because that no is going to become a yes, and all you need is one yes to change your life, for your whole life to change. So like I'm just big on keep doing the work, but then like I give myself time to cry about it, because it do get frustrating.
So
Now,
what inspired? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just wanted to touch on the one thing that we just was talking about, and I kind of want to be a little vulnerable and honest, bro. I did not have a good day today, and this is our second episode. And when I was talking to Amor right before we went on, I said, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in a good mood. But when this podcast come on, I'm gonna turn that shit on. So I understand exactly how you feel. You feel me? Because sometimes you really gotta like fight through those moments, and it'd be frustrating doing the podcast because we put so much time, like literally after the podcast is over, the guests probably get to do whatever they want. Bro, I'm up until 4 a.m. editing every single night. Like every single night. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you want things to pop off and you want things to, be on the time frame that you wanted to be on. But like you said, like it's God's protection. Sometimes you might not be ready. And I think about back in the day when we used to do certain things. And if I would have got certain blessings that I got now back in the day, I probably would have blew it.
Thanks.
So I just wanted to, touch on that real quick before Moore go to whatever she had to say.
Wait, before she go on, I just want to say, it's okay to have a bad day going into work. I don't want to say, just brush that off next time it happened or brush it off now, because at the end of the day, it's easier said than done. You feel me? So just let yourself feel it. You feel me? And if it showed to the viewers, then let them know. You don't got to let them know your situation. But yeah, I love how you told Amor that, you wasn't having a good day. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like God is right here with us for real. You're doing something you love to, you woke up today as well. So it's like your day was bad or you're having a bad moment, but you're thankful, you woke up. There's other people who didn't today wake up. It's other people who woke up that don't got nothing to eat, who don't got no clothes, who don't got no shoes, any of that. So it's like, we're thankful for the things that we have now, because when we kind of get I don't want to say ungrateful, but like in that mind state of like, or mindset like, oh, I'm not feeling okay. You feel me? Like think about somebody else. Like when I be down, I just think about other people who don't have what I have. It's a lot of people that want to be in my spot right now. It's a lot of people that want to be in your spot. It's a lot of people that want to be in her spot, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because they're not working towards this, because they can't. They don't have resources like we do. You know what I'm saying? So, I pray tomorrow that you have a great day, but just always know that you set your own mood for the day. No matter if somebody tends to fuck up your emotional well-being or just your spirit, you still have the ability to control how you feel, bro. And you as well, more like for real. It's like, so I just wanted to get that off my chest and just say that because I feel you, bro. I really do.
I appreciate that, man. I'm one of them type of people, like y'all know me, like I'm always goofy, always laughing. But one thing about me, bro, I don't care about, like, I don't need to be tough. I don't need people to look at me in a certain light. Bro, if I want to cry, you feel me? Best believe them tears gonna come down. You get what I'm saying? Like, however I feel, I'm gonna feel that type of way. So I appreciate you saying that. And Daryl in the comments said, being vulnerable is okay. And I agree, you feel me? And I feel like us as Black men, we need to be able to be more vulnerable because life is hard for us. Life is hard for a lot of people, but it's hard being a Black man in this world. You feel me? So I definitely respect everything that y'all saying right now.
Of course, no problem, 100%.
Thanks. So right now, like, what are your current priorities in this season of your life and why?
Time management, stop procrastinating, build capital. I lack having money. And I know people would probably think like, oh, you can get a 9 to 5. It ain't that easy for an artist, especially for an actor. I get auditions. When I'm at work and I get an audition, we got something called a rush call. So I can get that shit today. And it got like at 5 p.m. EST, and that shit gotta be due by 9 p.m. EST. Like if I'm at a 9 to 5, what am I gonna do? I can't, like I have to prepare to audition. I gotta memorize, I gotta break down, I gotta make a character fictional. Like I can't do all of that if I got a 9 to 5. So like my mind is conditioned. Like I don't need a 9 to 5, to be stable. You know what I'm saying? But like that's a priority, is just being financially stable. You know what I'm saying? To provide for myself and provide for my career as well. Because everybody know your career is hard putting money into it, but it costs to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that loving myself more, because I already love myself, but it's just like it's just certain things you pick with yourself as an artist, so it's not technically just my personal self, but it's just myself as an artist. I critique myself in every way possible, and that's like not healthy, but it kind of is to a certain extent, for real. Just going out more and traveling, I want to do that. I want to explore the world, I do want to find new. Another priority is finding new skills to do. In the acting world, we're on something called the writer's strike, and that's you know, the dialogue, you know, on our favorite movies or TV shows, people talk, those lines, they're being wrote by creators, they're writers, they're not getting paid with their worth. So they're on strike right now. You know, they're targeting Netflix, Paramount Studios, Amazon Prime, the CW, Disney Channel, like all of them, like they're rioting, not like throwing things, but they're holding picketing signs. They're literally, you know, so they can get what they're worth. And it's just like, I want people to be able to, you know, get paid with their worth, you know what I'm saying? Even me. So just finding new skills, you know, to do, and just focusing more on my dancing, because I did take a long time off, you know, ever since last year from King of Baltimore. After that, I was done. I was completely focusing on acting. So like my mind is set to prioritize on so much stuff. That's why I said I need to work on time management, because I can work on this and then like I'll procrastinate on working on acting. You feel me? Or I'll procrastinate on working on dancing or just a new skill in general, for real. So it's very important that I learn time management, and very crucial. So those are my priorities.
All right, so I want to this is gonna be my last question for the segment, and then we're gonna get into like some of the specific topics about you. If Amor has one more, you feel me? Feel free after that. If not, you feel me? Just we can go straight to the topics and stuff. But what is your biggest fear?
Heights, and for my career not to take off. You know, um me not accomplishing my purpose. And that's to impact people. I don't care about fame. I don't care about success. I care about impacting people. Something Amor said earlier about people watching us. I have so many young people, and it's not just young people, but that's the audience that really, you know, like look up to me, you know, like there. So anything I do, they can follow me. You know what I'm saying? Anything we do, them young people can follow us. And I don't want them to go do something wrong because they seen us do it or think it's okay to do that. So my purpose is really to impact. I don't care about the age. I just want to impact. I want to make people feel good through my dancing. I want people to feel good through my acting. I want to tell stories with my dancing. I want people to relate and feel and see what I did with my body, or just relate and see what I feel that I've made shown on screen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my fear is that, and my fear is heights.
Okay. Amor, you got anything, or you wanna?
So my last question is, within just you being you, how do you want people to experience you?
Oh, I've never gotten that question before. I mean, first impressions are everything. So I'm sure everybody that met me in a club scene or the acting world, like they've seen that I'm all smiles, you know, like I have this energy that's probably contagious, you know. If somebody told me that before, but it's just like my energy comes off as great, you know what I'm saying? Nothing fake. So like my first impression is everything. So like when you experience me, you see how I am, like the first time to you, that's how I am, period. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to know that. I want them to experience me in that type of way. You feel me? I want great vibes and energy as soon as you meet me, especially if we build a bond. I'm still gonna be like that. You feel me? You're just gonna learn different parts about me, and that's just that.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into some of the topics or whatever. So one topic that I want to jump into is King of Baltimore this year. Are you doing it? Is this something that you're planning on doing? And you've been dancing for a long time. Are you expecting to win it this year?
Let's go.
I am doing King of Baltimore X this year. I am. I will be doing preliminaries, and I will be battling because I already know I'm going to make it past preliminaries. Period. Like I always do, and I just know I'm confident. Period. And I know I've been dancing for a long time. Do I expect to win it? I'm going in there to win it. You feel me? Like that's my mindset. But I can't predict what's going to happen. You feel me? All I can go in there and do is put in what I train and study for and put my best foot forward. You feel me?
Nice. Oh, we gonna be there. Me and my daughter's gonna be there.
Oh,
So
period. Come on, New Era podcast.
so
Again.
let's go. We got to do the coverage, and we would even love to do an interview after you win.
I'm with it. Okay.
Let's
I
go.
like what you did
Let's
there. I'm with
go.
it. I'm with
Let's
it.
go. We
You
ain't
peep what she did?
playing.
Oh, you peep what she
I,
did?
I peep what she did. I'm look, I got it. You feel me? Like praise to God. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
yours.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. I'm
And he let it be
excited for
known.
you.
Let it be known on the podcast. I don't know if you put it out there to everybody that you was doing it this year.
I did. I did. Yeah. My supporters know, the club scene know. I didn't want to do it, but Daryl inspired me.
Big ups to Daryl.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it.
What's the before we go to the next topic, what do you think is the hardest part about King of Baltimore? For people that don't really that they see it and as a fan, they watch it maybe on YouTube or come to the events, but as an actual participant, what do you feel like is the hardest part about it that most people probably don't even think about that you got to think about or deal with?
Prelims, because you have to, first of all, people be talking so much stuff, but like make it past prelims first. You know what I'm saying? Like talk about the prelims part. You know what I'm saying? I guess because they know they may make it past, but it's just like, I don't care. I made it past every prelim in King of Baltimore. I did, but like I focused on the prelim first. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people lack performing. You know what I'm saying? And a prelim is for you to perform.
Yeah.
They do prelims like they ready battle somebody, and I'm just like, and they make it pass. But it's like the bigger picture is like I've seen you battle before, I've seen you dance, I've seen you perform, but can you perform in your prelim? Can you come up with something that's other than just straight club dancing? I want to see your other element that you can pull or bring to the table. And a lot of people talk so much stuff, but why you ain't putting that input into a prelim performance? You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying I don't enjoy people that does prelims that just Baltimore club dance, because it be some people that be rocking, but it's like these people that be rocking and just the people that do it in general, I would love to see their creative side. I truly would. So it's just like, that's the hard part. Prelims are the hard part. Just because you nice or you just make it past prelims somehow, don't mean you actually made it through, because in my eyes, prelim is a performance. And you are dancing, you are performing, but you're dancing like you're battling. Okay? Like, make it make sense. Like that just don't make sense to me. This year, I wish prelims were based off of another element with Baltimore club dancing. You feel me? Like, so it's a restraint on certain things that these dancers could do. Like, I want to see them perform and Baltimore club dance, or just bring a different type of them to the table. So yeah.
I feel like that is the hardest part, because I always said that. Like, I always was like, man, I should be a judge, but I don't know why they never let me be a judge. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm too connected to too many people. But anyway,
Way too connected.
I always felt like the prelims, like you said, is the best performance. And you can see a lot of people don't know how to perform, bro. A lot of people are great at battling, but when it comes to that individual, like, that's why you be having some of the top dancers not in the top 5 prelims, because it's like they only good at battling. You feel me? So I agree. I feel the same way. That is the hardest thing. Shout out to Juicy Foot in the background. You feel
Shout
me?
out to Juicy Foot. I keep saying, Ari, put it down, Joe. Yo, you dirty sock, bro. Put it down. Come on. Golly. Just can't take it nowhere. All right, so like, yo, big up to Daryl still holding on to the comments. Yeah, you just holding it down in the comments. I just gotta say that. You feel me?
Sure.
But back to this King of Baltimore real fast, right? Like, I really don't know too much about the club scene. I'm not gonna portray like I do. I just know that I be seeing people just do some things that I be like, I wish I could do that. Right. But it's all good. Like, I love to see people in that element. You feel me? But like, for you, I know you said you were like 4 going into 5, like school age, right? My baby girl was 6. So I'm trying to like, can you help me out? Because she loves dancing, but I would love for her to learn like club Baltimore dance. I mean, we from Baltimore. What is it that you can necessarily recommend that I can do to help her possibly be the queen of Baltimore one day?
get her to train with Be More Than Dance. Like bring her, she needs to get the feel. Just keep bringing her around to the event so she can get a feel of how everybody danced, because I think that's what everybody else did. You know, they were introduced to the scene. So that's number one, just introduce it to her, see if she liked the feeling, because everybody is loud. That's for one. Nobody is gonna, you're not gonna go to no event and it's gonna be quiet. You feel me? You're gonna hear a bitch, you're gonna hear a dang, like you're gonna hear cuss words, but those are sayings that, you know, that I found out that, you know, is a part of the culture. You know, those are like chants, you know what I'm saying? So just see if she like that type of stuff, you know, and she's young, you know, she probably don't, but she may grow. If she start to like it, she may grow into it. But it's not all about, you know, the bitch and the damn. It's about just her feeling it out and seeing if she want to become a dancer, period, or just want to do it for fun. Because it is a lot of people that come around just to learn and do it for fun, and there's people that come and take it serious, and you know, helps the culture as well when they start battling and performing and stuff like that. So just that. And also, she's a girl. Queens of Baltimore's. They're Queen of Baltimore's for a reason. So definitely, you know, reach out to certain Queens of Baltimore's or just all of them. You know, they all had different paths, you know, in the dance world and led up to them becoming a queen in Baltimore as a club dancer. So definitely reach out to them. And you know, yeah, that's pretty much that. I mean, and if you want me to teach her too, like I can teach her. I don't specialize in that, but that's why I was telling you, Be More Than Dancing, the Queens of Baltimore's, and just bringing her around.
Let me tell you, if a child got nicknamed Juicy, I don't think she got an issue with with certain things. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I feel that. It's all in if she just loves the environment. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I tell
Gotcha.
you she
Look,
be rocking,
look,
yo.
hold up.
She be
Look at
hitting
her. Look at her. This a unicorn, bro. Look
dancing.
at her.
She be rocking, bro. Look at it, different with the colorful hair. Like
Oh
Juicy
yeah,
different, bro.
yeah. I would kind of say then, you know, Styles, bro. You know, Styles definitely, because Styles trained a lot of these, you know, little girls too, like, you know, adults and teenagers, and some of these girls she trained is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I would take her to Styles. You know what I mean? Like Styles will
Big
get
ups
her
to
right.
Styles. Big ups
Yeah,
to
Queen
Styles.
Styles. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out.
they just was
Shout
on
out.
our last episode. TSR.
Yeah.
Shout out to Styles and
Oh
TSR.
yeah, shout out to her. Red Bull Baltimore 2023 winner. First Baltimore
Crazy.
club dancer female to win a
Say that.
win a Red Bull competition in her own city. Stop
Say
playing.
Yes,
that.
sir.
Say that.
Yeah.
With
Let's
it.
go. Big
Magazine
ups to
feature.
Yeah.
Styles. Let's go. Yes.
Yeah,
Vibe. All that. Yes. Big ups to Styles and TSR. Let's go.
All
yeah.
right, so I do want to tap into the acting. Tell us
Mhm.
more about the acting. How did you get into acting, and what are some of the things that you accomplished so far as an actor?
It's a long story, y'all, about how I got into it. So buckle up. So as far as how I got into it, I had a show in Philly. Me and Daryl, it was a lot of people from the club scene, child. Like it was a mixture with Jersey and all of them. Like we met up with them down in Philly. It was a lot of Baltimore club dancers. We went in there in a Sprinter van. So we had a performance and then we had the battle. So my performance part, me and Daryl performance part, um, I injured myself. That's why I tore my meniscus. I tore my meniscus in Philly, bro. It was probably like 7, 8 o'clock. The party just started, and I didn't know I tore my meniscus or nothing, you know, because I had loose ligaments anyway. So I just thought, you know, I just had to chill. You know, I knew I wasn't going battle or dance anymore that night, but that happened, and it was so embarrassing because there was so many teams, and the creator of the event, he picked me up. Like everybody thought like I was, you know, doing that, like it was a part of my routine or my freestyle, whatever. But once they realized it wasn't, and I did like that, I couldn't go no more. That was that. Everybody was looking at me. And then like the event coordinator came and picked me up, and he big. So like he put me around, like, you know, over his shoulder, and so many people was laughing. It was an embarrassing moment. But anyways, we get back to Baltimore. The van dropped me off at the hospital. I, you know, got seen. I did an x-ray. They said it was something wrong, but they couldn't find out. So they said I needed to get an MRI. 2 weeks later, I had to wait 2 weeks, y'all, 2 weeks. So I had to buy a knee brace and just stuck it out. And 2 weeks later, I went to the to get an MRI. I got that. And they didn't tell me what's going on. It was on a CD. They burnt the images from what was inside of my knee or leg on a CD. And then I had to wait another week. I went to the orthopedics. The orthopedics put the CD in his computer. He came in the room and said that, and I hope I don't get emotional, but he came in the room and said that, confident and shit, like he just came in and was like, you know, yeah, you tore your meniscus. And I didn't know what a meniscus was, but I tore it, and it was in my knee. Like, that's all I was worrying about, was that I tore it. And he was like, you need to get surgery. And when he said that, like, my heart just like started beating real fast. So I'm just like, I'm just like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just thugging it. I'm just looking at him like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Not him knowing I can't dance no more. You know, like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, all of that. That was just in my mind, because dance was life, bro, around that time. And he went out the room. I called my mother. Like, I was crying so hard, because nobody knows, and they do, but nobody knows how much dance meant to me around that time. Nobody knew what I could do before I had did this. And it was just like my life was over. I didn't know what else to do. It was just dance for me around that time, for real. So I called my mother crying, and I'm like, yeah, ma, he said I need to, you know, get surgery on my leg, and, you know, this, that, and the third. For my mother, like, from me crying, and she felt my emotions, she started crying with me. And it's like, when I see somebody else cry, I start crying too, especially in his family. Like, I cry more. So I cry more. And, you know, he came back in the room this time. He seen me, you feel me? Like, I ain't care.
Right.
You feel me? So he get to saying, you know, like, all right, let's set this up. Like, not even giving me time. He like, let's set up your surgery date. And I'm just like, hold on, you know, like, let me process. Yeah, let me process. And know me, I'm big on my health. So, like, I'm with it. You feel me? Like, what? Like, I love to get everything done for my health. So I'm like, I processed, told my mother I was gonna call her back. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And then he had told me the stipulations and things like that. I don't have to get the surgery if I don't want to. It's not going to hurt me in the long run or nothing. But he just said, you're going to heal slow. And I'm like, I can't. I'm a dancer. I got competitions to do. I got battles. So we set it up. It was like 2 weeks later that he gave me the appointment. And he said I wasn't going to dance the same, y'all. He even referenced a football player that tore his ACL, and he wasn't able to play football the same. So, you know, I'm an overthinker, period. So just by him saying that, I'm already overthinking before he said that. And now he's saying all of that, right? I'm just like, damn, you know, like, and I'm just like getting emotional more. So I set it up and I got my surgery, y'all. Like, but I had a session. I had a dance session before I had my surgery. It was lit as hell. I'm talking, I had a cake like it was my birthday and all of that. Like, everybody showed up for me, and I really appreciated that. And the next day at like 6 a.m. I had checked in at 7 a.m. I got my surgery, went to sleep, all of that. Woke up, my surgery was a success. And now, told y'all it was gonna be long. The process took a year. I mean, the what's that word? The recovery process took a year. Yeah, period. Took a year for me to get back into dancing. So along them lines, I started Googling things about acting, because I had did a background job for a movie me and Daryl did. It was called Victor Awakening. And I'm like, I don't know what to contact, none of that. So I just left it alone. So after I hurt myself and started getting into researching acting, I came across so much stuff. So I'm just writing stuff down, y'all. I'm just researching, doing my due diligence, talking to this person, that person, saying I can't wait to work, because they know that I tore my meniscus. And with acting, you have to be able to move, run, all of that stuff. So, and I'm thinking long-term, like action movies and action films and things like that. So that's something I really wanted to do. So I just started working on my leg. And, y'all, just long story short, after that, I got my first acting gig, because I was in local groups, DMV groups, as far as acting. And somebody got me my first job, my first speaking role on a short film, and it was called Game Over. And from there, I had did another film, and then from there did another one and another one and another one. And then I started getting into acting class. You know what I'm saying? I found myself now. Now I want to see what else I can add to my arsenal as an artist and what I could portray, and learn more about my brand. So I got into acting class, y'all. I became a beast. I don't care what nobody say. Like, I started, just like doing different things, and I noticed my growth as an actor. And bro, like that's how I got into acting. Like that's truly how I got into acting, and I built my resume. And I built my resume over 12 plus credits with short films, feature films, and new media. That's like web series and things like that. And they were all local. So I did my groundwork, I did my research, I got the training, I got my headshot. Like, bro, nobody can't tell me I did not prepare. Can't tell me that I ain't put in the work, because the proof is in the pudding. Google me. You
Right.
feel me?
Facts.
Like I'm on Google. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what else to tell you. You feel me? I ain't bragging or nothing, but I did the work. Like, and I had God too with me. So my faith without work is not dead. It's very much alive.
And I see too, right? If you don't know, like you said, Google, and he
Yeah.
has a IMDb,
Yeah.
and it pretty much do let you know, like he was the co-star on a TV series Perry Mason on HBO Max. It
Yeah.
tells you exactly who he is.
Mhm.
Man, look, we're not playing. People are not playing about their craft, and it's such a beautiful sight to see. It's even more beautiful because he's on New Era 410 podcast. I'm gonna just throw that out there. It's even more beautiful. What? This is Baltimore. Like I think people overlook Baltimore, but it's so many gems, so many talented individuals such as yourself that have the drive, have that crabs in a barrel. We understand what people mentality is, but let me tell you what I think some people mentality should be from an optimism stage, right? If you say, for instance, the crabs in a barrel are your support system, right? And you trying to get to the top, but you are the same one that's trying to bring people with you sometimes too. So you got to look at it like that as well. Sometimes people not trying to pull you down, but you just trying to grab to pull them up.
Yeah, for sure. And I like that you said that, because it's like, if you my family and you ain't working, I'm still gonna bring you with me. You feel me? But I expect you to be on your shit when you know what I'm saying, when I pull you up, because I'm not ready to give you my connections and you making me look dumb. You feel me? Because I ain't make them connections for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like those connections for me. But now I'm giving you that hand too. You feel me? Like I would love for somebody to have the credentials though, if I'm, bringing them up with me. But like I don't care for that. But like that's more leverage, and to help you more if I'm bringing you up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to say something. Does it feel like there's been an hour already?
No, it has. It's been an
It
hour.
has.
We have
Yep.
about 17 minutes left. The show is over at 9:15.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you, when you have the conversations, yo, time flies, yo. That's why we love having good guests on here. Like we handpick our guests too. So it's
Yes,
like
we do.
we have
We
people that
take-
ask to be a part of this podcast and we turn them down because we
So,
are not a podcast that's about, like, most podcasts that you see right now, they got men versus women and there's a bunch of controversial shit on it. We not doing that. Our last episode, we just had a women's empowerment episode. We trying to really bring something positive to this podcast world and really give people like a safe space to be their self and express and make new connections. And just like when people watch this, it's gonna be shit that they learned about you that they probably never knew, and they probably close to you. It's shit that I learned about you that I never knew, and I knew you for years. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I always like to throw out the time on it because nobody never realizes how much time goes by when we having these good conversations.
Wow. It felt at least like 45 minutes than I thought.
It's an hour and 8 minutes exactly.
Ow.
All right. Come on. I don't want to hold you up. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you good.
Nah, you are fine. You are fine.
Okay.
We love it.
Look, Daryl said in the comments, "Dag, it has."
No,
That's why
for
we
real.
told y'all to get something to drink.
Oh, I got it on
I
deck.
see you.
Yeah. Daryl, we had that woman empowerment. Make sure you go check that episode out as well. If
I'ma
you
check it out.
haven't, if you wasn't here doing the live stream, make sure you go check that out and check out our other episodes as well, because we don't want anybody to go overlooked or anything like that. Like we want y'all to really get the insight of what New Era 410 podcast is about.
And we definitely appreciate you being on here, man. This was I put in the comments. By far, this is one of our best episodes. I ain't laughed this hard in a while. Like, say before this, the TSR episode was hilarious, and it was really like it was lit. So I feel like this is either right there or it's the best one. And I love that we ended our season 1 like this, man.
Oh,
Season
yeah.
1,
This is
let's
great.
go.
Yes.
Oh man, well, I'm honored though. I'm truly honored. Just thank y'all for having me, and the questions were amazing. Not a lot of people ask, the questions that you guys have asked me, and I just truly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said we definitely do our research. We definitely try to like bring like a different element to our podcast. We want you to have fun. We want you to enjoy it. Even the last podcast that we did before this one today, he sent me a message in the middle of your podcast and was just like, bro, I really enjoyed that podcast. Like, I really
Oh,
had fun with
Nice.
y'all. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about
It
bringing something
is.
positive to the world. We got enough negativity going on as it is.
For
exactly,
real.
exactly.
For
I do
real.
want to say one thing. When you said something about the negative, like it's too much of that, it is. And I've reached out to the news station, like to tell my story, because my story is impactful, you know what I'm saying? And I have yet to hear back, I don't want to see it as a no, but it's like eventually y'all are gonna want to interview me. Y'all are gonna want to have me on the show, and y'all are probably gonna be like, oh, you're the one that, yeah, I
And then
was him.
it might be too late by that time. I might not want to be on y'all show now.
Exactly. You feel me? I'm probably on Access Hollywood now. You feel me? Like I'm Hollywood with
Real
y'all now.
talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yo, keep manifesting. Keep working, keep manifesting, keep doing your thing because I don't even say the sky's the limit anymore. There is no limit.
Mm-hmm.
There's no limit to what you can do.
It ain't. It
There's
ain't.
no limit. For
I
sure,
do.
for sure. But go ahead.
No, you go
Do
ahead,
your
ladies.
thing. Do your
Ladies
if you
first,
don't
always.
if you don't, just go ahead. It's cool.
We be having
I got
generous wars. Don't mind us. We both always trying to be generous to each other. So like, no, you go ahead. No,
I
you,
feel
you
it.
go. No,
I
you
do
go.
that. I do that too.
It's terrible.
And the sad part is I don't even remember what I was going to say. So you might as well go ahead.
Right.
I,
It be
I don't
like
remember either. That's why I said go ahead. See what I'm saying? We
Oh
terrible, bro.
man, this episode. Oh well, what we usually do at the end of our episodes, one thing we do usually do is we ask the person like, how do you feel about this episode? What was it like for you? What was your experience? Like, what do you think about New Era 410 podcast?
I love that, because I did my research on you as well. I was watching your therapy session. It was the I don't want to say it was the recent one. I don't remember. Because you know how YouTube be, it'll give you like random orders. I didn't actually click videos, it was on a home. So it was the first one that was there. I just love that when you had expressed to me on Messenger, like Sundays are for therapy sessions for real. It's for, just if you got something to get off your chest, just how you've been feeling. I love that. And specifically in this episode, I enjoyed, just the freeness. Sometimes when I do interviews, I don't feel this free, especially, talking, about my journey, because they don't know me, we know each other, you know what I'm saying? Like we're from the same city and we're in the same, dancing scene. So like I was very more comfortable talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't cuss with other people and I'm always respectful, you know what I'm saying? But it's like at times I've always wanted to do that to get my point across as well, but I couldn't. So I'm glad that I was able to have that space to even do that and just be like informative and vulnerable. Like I was vulnerable, in my other ones, but it's just like this one really delved deep, you know what I'm saying? And then we talked about dancing every other platform, and I'm very grateful if y'all watch this. I'm very grateful, for you guys interviewing me or just writing an article for me. But it was always with dance. I'm sorry, it was always with acting this, acting that. I'm a dancer too. You know what I'm saying? Like where is that part? Because that's what shaped me to who I am right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I just felt that's every, article or interview I had with that is just like I felt the part of me was missing or a piece of me. And in this, every part of me was here. So I appreciate the New Era 410 podcast for just allowing me to be me and getting people to know more about me and having that segment, bro. Like, and or more. I'm gonna call you sis. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to feel left out. Like we
Hey, I
talking about
appreciate it.
you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we like to do that segment, bro. Like that get to know you segment it's fun. And it's like things that you don't think about, like what's your biggest fear or what's your favorite food or your favorite childhood memory. Like the point of doing the interview is so people can know you. You know how many times I watch interviews or podcasts and I still don't know who the hell this person is after I watch it? That defeats the purpose to us. Like we want people to know who you are because you can gain more supporters just by genuinely being yourself. Somebody can be like, just the way he was like, oh, big Sagittarius, you feel me? I know every Sagittarius say the same exact thing. They say the same. I see the statuses on it's big Sagittarius season. You feel? I'm like, yo, all of y'all say it like that. Like
it could be the mid of June and big Sagittarius season. Like what? Shut up.
And that's what I love, like about me, and I just love that about everybody else too, because like you're repping your sign as you should. You feel me? Like ain't no little baby. No, I'm big. Like express that, be confident, love your sign. You feel me? Love the month you were born in. You feel me?
Let me tell you what's crazy. Like y'all, you were born in the last month, right? This is the last episode of the first season. It's just, those that shall be last shall be first. I'ma just say it.
Divine energy, man. Look how everything is aligned.
Aligned, yes. I love alignment. Whoa. Alignment is my favorite word, I truly, and if alignment was a person, it would have to be me. It can be others too, but I mean, I'm specifically talking about for me, okay? But I very much believe in alignment for real and divine timing, because like your time is gonna come. You'll know it when it comes, like don't worry about when, just put the work in. So when it comes, it'll shock you like, oh shoot, right now, so yeah.
You notice I didn't tell you until you got on here that she was ending the season 1. I purposely
exactly. I like surprises for real. Like a lot of, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, like I just love surprises. I do.
Yeah, because you remember I told you he was like, well, he said don't send him the topics. He want to be surprised. So.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's not. I like it. I like that. Okay.
No problem with that one.
For sure.
I do want to, one last thing, if y'all didn't have anything else, but usually I get asked this in interviews, but like, I'll get asked like, what's something, you want to say to aspiring people or just people out there? Like, what type of advice do you have, or something like?
Oh, she was going to ask you that.
Oh, my bad.
But you can go ahead though. You ain't got to wait.
Okay. As an artist, just for me, it took me a long time for me to believe in myself. It took me a long time for me to notice that you don't need nobody else to support you. You know what I'm saying? You is gonna be people, you're gonna attract people that's not in your circle or your family. You know what I'm saying? Strangers are gonna support you more than your close friends or your family. So just focus on believing in you and what you do. Love yourself and make sure you always just have that support system, within yourself. Don't look at nobody else for support. Just put in the work. It is easier said than done, but trust me, when y'all get, like to where y'all want to be, y'all gonna feel what I'm saying right now, because trust me, coming from somebody who didn't have nobody that supported them, somebody who had a lot of people doubt that they weren't going to make it or get to this place, and I'm here, it just goes to show I'm a walking testimony for real, and you guys could be one as well. So just have fun. Like that's the biggest thing, is having fun. If this a hobby for you, you feel me, keep it as a hobby. But if you're going to make it into a career, make sure you believe in yourself, make sure you support yourself. Don't look for no validation. Just do you, keep your head down, keep your back against the wall, and do the work. And the biggest thing is research. You feel me? Don't just do nothing without, knowing who this person is or that person. Like, nah, like sex trafficking is real out here, and I would hate for that to happen to somebody. And I said that because like anybody can lure you somewhere and say, oh, meet me at this location, or we're having it here. You know how many people that put out like casting calls for films and it was sex trafficking? Like that's real. It's real in that world too. So like just do your research and make sure you do thorough research on that specific person or company, period.
That's great advice. Thank you so much. Please, y'all be careful. And if your support system can go with you, by all means, don't go by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Amor, you said you was going. Well, Amor said at 9:10 she was going to ask the question, but you just
Yes.
said it. You feel me? So
And I thank you.
No problem. No
For
problem.
real.
I just love, I love this so much. And I just want to thank you guys again for however many of times I said it. This will truly make somebody's day. And that's just all I worry about is just making somebody's day. You know what I'm saying?
no, definitely. And I definitely want to give you the chance at the end if you want to shout out anybody, you want to thank people. You feel me? Like I definitely want to give you that chance to do that.
Oh, you're gonna make me get ready for my Oscar award-winning speech, my Emmy. You want me to
Yes.
get
Yes, sir.
all right, this gonna be practice. All right, so if I mess up, y'all don't do too much. All right, first and foremost, I want to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be, here, like at my weakest times, he was here. He was with me through it all, through the ups, through the downs, the ugly, the bad, the good, the depression, everything. And I want to thank, my mother for just being there, as a young boy, growing up and providing me to what she could. My father, my brothers, my boyfriend, I want to just thank him. He's been here every step of the way. He saw my weakest moments to my best moments, and I want to throw out there, I got on HBO Max. I booked that role because of my boyfriend. He actually read for me. He helped me with my audition. So like, thank you.
Daryl.
Him. I want to just thank my grandmother. She's been there taking care of me when, at times my family couldn't. And I want to thank my supporters, y'all. Like, I love y'all so much, and I don't even know y'all, but that's the thing about it. I don't need to, y'all feel like family to me. Y'all give me advice. Y'all hold me down when I'm not holding myself up. So thank you. I just love y'all, and I wouldn't be here without y'all too. And I want to thank my manager, Corey Simon, and I want to thank my lovely agent, Rebecca Eck. Thank you. I love how hard y'all grind for me in the acting world and in the dancing world. I just want to thank my whole entire team. And period, you feel me? I want to thank the New Era 410 podcast for having me. Let's go.
Yeah, great episode. Great episode.
And that was fast. That was fast. I think I made the 2-minute point probably. So I'd have been off the stage ASAP. I would have been taking up time.
No, that was just 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
For real.
Oh, I'm good. I'm made for it. I'm made for
No
it.
commercial was gonna cut you off. You
Oh
hear me?
no, I'm not with that. Yeah.
Daryl said, "Don't make me cry." LOL.
Oh,
It's too late. Daryl been emotional the whole time.
I bet. Oh my God. But thank y'all.
Thank you.
Dude.
Thank you. And go ahead, Mason. I seen it. I seen your lips parting, about to say something. Go ahead.
You want to know what's crazy, yo? Our energy is so crazy, Shamar. Yo, we say a lot of the same stuff at the same time. You ever have a person like that you that connected with? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's
me and her
me.
do this.
Yeah,
Right.
Be like, get out my head. Get out my head, y'all.
Exactly. And we'll say things like, and he'll be like, oh my God, I was just about to say that. Like, okay, great minds think alike.
Because I'm pretty sure we was about to say the same thing, but I'm gonna let her do it because this is her thing and she used the show.
All right, bet.
Let's go, y'all. We want to thank Shamar Rice for being a wonderful guest this evening at New Era 410 Podcast. But let me tell you something. If you ain't subscribed to New Era Podcast,
It's crazy about you.
that's crazy about you. You heard my baby. It's New Era 410 Podcast with myself, I Am Amor, with the wonderful Mason and the phenomenal Shamar Rice. Man, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We out. You still ain't subscribed to New Era 410 Podcast on YouTube?
It's crazy about you.